What is good, guys? Rory Gissing here, and I have just entered week 8 of the cut as I am in contest prep for the 2024 season. Show is yet to be announced. I think I can admit that I am now officially shredded. I've been cutting for 50 days, and as of today, I can confirm I have lost a total of 20 pounds. Okay, fine, it's 19.8 pounds, but 20 pounds in 50 days just sounds way better. I'm by no means in contest shape, but just the guy at the gym or the guy at the beach, the guy walking down the street. Yeah, I'm looking pretty shredded for that level, but we still have a few more pounds to go until I'm competition ready. So that's why I don't have a show booked in just yet, because I don't want to put a deadline on myself and kind of rush the process just for the necessity of trying to fit into that show. So in this video, we're going to cover all of the steps from day 1 to day 50, all the changes, the diet updates, the cardio updates, so pretty much everything I did to get shredded in 50 days. So my starting point on day 1 was 229 pounds, and these are the macros that were implemented straight away. So I believe there was almost 1,000 calorie difference going from my bulk into day 1 of the cut. 215 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. And that was with 20 minutes of fasted cardio every morning. If you wanted to know the exact food and meals that I eat on a daily basis, then I have done an everything I eat in a day video. I will link it below for you guys to go check that out. But before you watch that video, make sure you've liked this video because of all of the golden information I've shared with you today. The PEDs weren't introduced or fully introduced at this stage because I was actually still on TRT, because we were waiting for a health phase to get my bloods back to make sure everything is perfectly healthy, and then we can reintroduce the PEDs and the fat burners. Before anyone asks, I do not discuss dosages. I think that is irresponsible because there are people listening who do not take the same health precautions that I do, so I don't discuss the dosages. But like I said, for the first 2 weeks, I was basically chilling at natty level of testosterone anyway. Just in the first week, this crazy calorie restriction caused me to lose 5 pounds in the first week. So coming into week 2, I was 224.2 pounds. I dropped another 3 pounds going into week 3. So we started at 221 pounds. And this is when, like I said, the PEDs go in and the cardio got bumped up to 45 minutes fasted first thing in the morning and 20 minutes post-workout. So we ramped up the cardio and we kept the diet the same until the following week, week 4, is when it got really hard because the calorie restriction got a little bit nuts. So I started week 4 at 219 pounds, so a 3 pound drop that week. But the macros starting week 4 was 180 grams of protein, 125 grams of carbs. That sucked. And we kept the fats at 50 grams. We actually keep the fats at 50 grams all the way through. I'm still on them now. But at this stage, carb cycling was also introduced. So 1 or 2 days a week, I will have a high day. And we pretty much bumped up both the carbs and the protein on the high days, which was 240 grams of protein and 280 grams of carbs. Choosing which days of the week to have as high days was completely up to my coach, so I just listened and followed and enjoyed them. So after a week of the new macros, I dropped another 3.5 pounds. So starting on week 5, I was 215.4 pounds. No changes were made. Going into week 6, I was 213.6. So those 3 weeks of incredibly low calories did pretty much dig me into a hole. My coach recognized this and pulled me back out a little bit. I also was on pretty low testosterone at this stage. I was only on, I'm happy to say this one, 300 milligrams a week. So that was bumped up for week 6, and we increased the macros a little bit. So it was, in fact, we only increased the carbs. So we stayed on 180 grams of protein, but the carbs went to 200 and remained 50 grams of fats. That was now my low day. The high day carbs of the 280 stayed the high day carbs. So again, I would do 5 low days in a week, and my coach will tell me what 2 high days to do. So even though we increased the calories, I dropped weight still. So I dropped another 3 pounds. Going into week 7, I was 210 pounds. Slight correction, 210.8 pounds. and I was looking significantly better. The muscle bellies were fuller, the skin was drier, I was getting better pumps. The separation was really starting to kick in. So a lot of people at that stage would think that those 3 weeks of extremely low calories is just too extreme, like it's not gonna do me any favors because we had to pull back out. I actually think it was necessary to really get the body fat down. It was just, I have a good coach to recognize when I was in the hole to pull back, let the body recover, and it still continued to lose weight. Day 49, for the first time, I woke up on Monday morning and my weight had not gone down from the week before. It had actually gone up. However, I can explain that. The 2 high days the week prior were Saturday and Sunday, and I was given a cheat meal. So I did wake up with a little bit more water retention from the cheat meal, just with the extra salts, the extra fats. That's quite normal. So on day 50, when I re-weighed myself, I was then 209.2 pounds, giving it the total of the 20-pound drop. And since the start of week 8, I have entered phase 3 of the plan. Phase 1 being dig yourself deep into the hole to get rid of as much body fat as possible. Phase 2 is relax, let the body recover. Phase 3, dig yourself really fucking deep into the hole again until there's no body fat left. So as of this week, my calories have returned to those week 4 calories, and now my cardio is an hour fasted every morning and 20 minutes post-workout. This is the final stage of losing the body fat, and then I do believe we'll just need another week for the body to recover before I step on stage. And I think that is the mistake I've made every single show thus far, and it's a mistake a lot of the amateur coaches will make as well. They dig their clients really deep into the hole and do not allow enough time for their body to actually recover and get rid of all the inflammation from the accumulated stress of all that cardio and the training and the incredible calorie deficit. The body is just loaded with so much stress. And if you want to look good on stage, you have to give the body enough time to recover and then bring it back to life. Of course, everyone wants to get on stage looking big, ripped, lean, and healthy, and not that depleted, shriveled up, skinny look. Because I can see that I am really close to being at my all-time best, my motivation is actually very high. So I'm somewhat, in a non-masochistic way, really looking forward to the next few weeks. It is gonna be absolutely fucking brutal, but I'm also gonna be the best I have ever been, and that is what's inspiring me to keep moving forward. So don't miss out on the remainder of the journey because you simply forgot to hit the subscribe button. There you have it. You are now up to date with my cuts and everything I've had to do to get to this stage. Just straight following the macros and cardio changes will not get you the same results as me. So if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out my links below, and I will catch you for the week 9 update where I'm gonna be a fucking zombie.